Who's ready for the best damn podcast of their life on Hump Day, Wednesday, June 11th? And I'm not alone today. I have Ken with me from down under. What's going on? How you doing, man?
Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world.
Good night. We're done. So,
yeah.
It's not over. It's not over. What's going on, my friend? It's been a few days.
Well, yeah, it's been a few days. I've been pretty busy, but you and Aaron have been pumping them out, I see.
We gotta pump those ions right there. We gotta pump the ion. There you go. Pump the Wrexham
What's
ion.
that over there?
Where's the? There you go. I love it. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm real good.
Summer loving, just having a blast. Summer loving, having a blast. You know,
yeah, I can't sing. I'm not.
I think that we should harmonize that. You want to do it? Aaron was not into it.
No, I'm a terrible singer.
Yeah. Met me a girl, fly as can be. I don't know if those are the words. I don't know what it is. Anyways, thanks for coming into the non-award-winning local pundit. I'm just kidding. Thanks for coming into the local pundit. Yes, it's been a short summer, waiting for some things to happen. But you know what? We got things to talk about because Go For It or Not is on the thumbnail, and we have Humphrey Ker, who is an absolute legend. And in fact, I was just talking to our mutual acting coach, by the way. Shout out to Robert Davanzo. And Humphrey Ker is going into sticker twist in the championship. That's the question Humphrey Ker is pondering. And I'm gonna play this. This is a kind of a callback to last year. Last year he called it consolidation. But do not sleep on Wrexham, because there's other people out there like Tony Pulis that are talking about, can we go? Also, what do you have lined up?
Well, I'm curious on Kit. I want to talk about Kit. Transfers have obviously been happening left, right, and center in the championship. So that's all been happening. But, I'm saying hello to everybody in the chat there. Paul Kelly says the brains and the brawn. I don't know which one's which, but, And
you're probably watching a different show.
Yeah, probably. Sarah's doing the dishes but listening. So, hey, Sarah, and hey, Matt Al, and everybody else out there in the Chris says, I've been sleeping for a week. Well, not quite. I've just been busy. But it's all happening. I mean, look, a stick or twist. Interesting that Humphrey Ker says that. I should say.
Yeah.
Because what did he say last year, Josh?
It was consolidation.
Has he?
A little bit of consolidation.
Did he just hit repeat? Has he just pulled out last year's and just repeated them?
Yeah, it just a little consolidation. Now, Humphrey Ker is a very, very smart and handsome dude. Knows how to tall and a great dude and a really good dude. But I think this is kind of like a rerun. But I think that maybe this is the deflection gate of what he's doing. He's like, whatever, maybe because they want to go for it this year. What say you? Because last year we didn't quite believe in it. We could bring up this article real quick. It is in the leader, but there's a counter argument there for Tony Pulis. But I'll get a couple quotes here. I didn't. Did you read it, or did you?
I have read it, but I probably will need a refresh because I do a lot, and I'm getting old and I forget things.
Yeah, you got the thing right there. We'll dive right into it too. We could go into two. And by the way, I just want to say, who's ready? Free Pug Show says he's ready for the best damn podcast ever. If anyone knows where I've got that from, it is a total bite from somebody. But I've decided to bookend the show with two of my favorite shows. So there you go.
I had to ask Josh because I didn't know.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's not an arrogant thing. It's just like, hey, I just want you to know the things that I like. Okay, back to the article, which would be from the leader talking about Humphrey Ker. Ker balances Wrexham AFC going for and consolidation. There is that key word that I want to actually put in the toilet bowl. So it's a topic that they've been discussing. As you can see the article right here, blah, blah, blah. He says, our starting 11 on the game that we clinched promotion against Charlton, if we hadn't gone we've got a couple of injuries. I think you might have said that 7, maybe, or 8 of those players at the starting game would have been with us in the National League. So he's saying that this National League team, this team was basically the team we had so far. So for us, the momentum is really important. And you think, weirdly, despite all the many changes that we've got and infrastructure issues, we don't have a training ground. Our stadium is very small. There's a lot of things that make it a little bit more difficult for us to present. This might be our best shot to go through the championship. Now,
little tease.
you want to take that on before you keep going? I think you should.
No, I'm happy with that. He's saying this might be our best chance. Well, why might it be our best chance? He's talking about a lot of stuff there, like training ground, pitch, stadium, all that.
Those are all off-field stuff, though.
Yes.
Yeah, off-field stuff. What do you think's going on in the background? Talk to me, Goose.
Sign. Negotiate players. Get the squad required to go on the opposite of Humphrey Ker, this Pulis guy, or Rob McElhenney for that matter, who's like, no, go.
He's saying go. He's like, let's do it. I think this is it. Now, Pre-Pug says, let's go for it. JB65 says, hey, everybody. Love that one, too. And no, I'm not shirtless in the background. And Matt Al says, I up. But no, I'm wondering what's going on right now. Now, we talk about, I'm being very generous this summer.
Okay.
There you go. Links in the chat. Come on, say hi. Very generous this summer.
Yes. Sometimes.
Yeah, very generous. Very generous. Has the mindset shifted? Let me see.
I don't think the mindset shifted. I think ultimately the perfect scenario is go up again. But I think they also realize it's going to be harder. I mean, it has to be harder. The higher the league, the harder the competition.
Right. Higher the league, harder the competition. Yeah, I agree with that too. And, him saying our stadium is small, things like that. Humphrey's very savvy, and he's great. He's a good spokesperson for the club. But last year was like, but now that we're seeing what happened last year, like it's almost like, okay, I like. Well, why don't we put our pedal to the metal and let's go for this too? A couple more quotes here. He says he added, I mean, realistically, if someone offered me 10th place now, I'd absolutely bite your hand off and not worry about it too much in the promotion. Okay, that's what you say. But we're about to pump a load of money into this brand new stand, which is more than a stand for us. It's going to be a club shop. It's going to be offices. It's going to be a whole raft of things that go beyond just having an extra 5,000 seat stadium. We've got to do the training ground as well, but we got an awful lot of stuff we need to do. Now, that might be taken out of context in certain ways, but I say that it's like we have all this other stuff to do. We're doing this, but also we're not just putting it on the not on the pitch. We're putting it around it. But if they're putting that money in there, they want to be on the pitch. They want to deliver. That's what I think.
Well, and you don't want to be down in the National League when you're doing it. No. Like you want to be as high as possible.
Yeah.
To maximize the money that you can make as a club, not just from the town, but globally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And do you think he's hedging to stick or hedging to twist?
I think he's hedging. I think Humphrey's hedging to twist. Humphrey's not pessimist, more of a realist sort of guy. Okay. As opposed to the optimist sort of person, which is the Rob McElhenneys of this world.
Mm-hmm. Absolute legend. Shout out to Rob, who's a legend. I like that too. Matt Al says, so they're talking about, Matt Al and somebody's having a thing right there, but they're basically saying, have we signed Hardy yet? And he's saying, not that I know. Somewhere someone is saying his car was in the car park that we know. There were on 70 cars there, all supposed to be the ground. Okay. I don't know.
But also, Josh, if I'm going to sign a Hardy, the Hardy I want? Yeah. I want Tom Hardy out of Mobland.
Tom Hardy, yeah.
Out of Mobland. Seriously. You think James McLean's an enforcer. That's the guy you want. If you haven't watched that show, go watch it. It's awesome.
Go watch it. All right, you haven't been on a little bit too, so that the reference to Hardy, the reference to the guy Lewis in the middle, Lewis, right? It's the guy in the middle. But yes, I think if we're going after those types of players, that's where there's an intent. I think the transfer window has closed, but it really doesn't matter. It's the dumbest thing of all time. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Club World Cup. Who cares? World Cup.
Okay, yeah.
That's my opinion on it. The Who Cares World Cup.
Yeah. The Who Cares World. That's actually pretty. The Who Cares World Cup, by the way. Who Cares World Cup. I like it. So we brought this up where we wanted to talk about this today was okay. Carol says you're going to drive yourself crazy. Let's just wait and see who it is. But Carol, but that's what we do here. Carol, come in and say hi, by the way. That's what we do here. We if we don't spin our wheels, then we're going to do it alone. Let's do it together and let's have this fun. Let's do it together. I'd love to do that. So Carol, come spin your wheels with us and drive yourself crazy with us. That said, I look at what happened last season, going to, it was all about the consolidation and everything. I'm going full 6 to midnight. We're going for it. That's what I think we're going to do. I said it. Going 6 to midnight. I'm taking the blue pill. What time? Maybe 2. I don't know. You're not there.
I'm going to go for it as well, Josh. I'm with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Say it. Say it on. Hold on. Wait. Say it. I want you to say it on camera. Talk to me, Goose. Tell me exactly how you feel. Are you consolidation? Are you sticking? Are you twisting? Are you going all for it? Talk to me.
I'm all in. Sign 8 players. Spend 30 mil. Let's have a crack.
Mm-hmm. So supercomputer can just go full 1986 and just F off. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Carol says he can't come in, by the way. It's laundry day and I'm without a shirt. Nobody wants that. Carol, you don't have one shirt you can put on?
Welsh going all Welsh techie on us.
Well, Welsh techie. I mean, there you go. Leap and Sarah, your love of your life, says from the movie Bronson, that's a Hardy movie character. What's she say? Sorry, that's
back to the dishes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. There you go. She would come in. There you go. Matt also says about 40 M's with this.
Matt wants to spend 10 more than me.
Yeah, go and spend the 10 M. There you go. And for the record, it's twist 100%. Exactly. On that note, so this is the article on Humphrey Ker, but on the same token, they had one. Don't rule out Wrexham winning their fourth promotion since Tony Pulis. This is another one that came out too. So they got both sides of it there. I'm not saying Humphrey was saying, don't do it, but he's a little bit more, conservative right here. But Tony Pulis says to get 3 promotions, talking about Parkinson. I don't care what anyone says. To get 3 promotions on the bounce is just exceptional. Yeah, it is. They are in such a positive place at the moment. The crowd are behind them massively, and they'll have to be next year as well, because the levels of moving up again, but nothing is impossible. So there would be levels. There will be levels, but nothing is impossible. He said the fans will really get behind them, and it's going to be an interesting league year next year. Very, very interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what Wrexham do and what they can achieve. Now, Tony Pulis is saying, on that little blurb right there, and I know he butchered it pretty bad, that he believes that we can go and do something.
Yeah, and there's both sides of the coin. So you have, Humphrey Kerr's heads. He's gone for the, just get 10th and get out of here and consolidate. Pulis's tails. He's gone. Go for it. Spend the money. Look, there's no reason why you can't do it again. With the momentum that we've got. So I think that no one really knows. But put it this way: there is no point aiming for mid-table, because you need to aim for the top. And if you don't achieve it, you've achieved what Humphrey wanted. Yeah. So aim high.
So can we call this year the Tin Cup year?
Maybe. Yeah, Tin Cup. For the record, twist 100%. Good on you, Carol. Yeah. But I think, I just think it's we need to be. I'm reading Scott's comment here. We need to be in a position. I'm just going to put that up. Yeah, sorry. We need to be in a position to improve year on year. Blowing it all next season could be suicide. Well, Scott, this is just it. 40 million. And I'll take Matt Al's number of 40 million. 40 million is not blowing it all next season, because literally that would mean we'd just be, spinning the wheels and whatever because remember the profit was reported a couple of months ago was from our League 2 season.
Yeah.
We haven't seen our League 1 numbers yet.
And then we got investment too. We got investment. Yep.
And every time you go up, all the sponsorship, all the contracts will be written. There'll be kickers in there. So the sponsorship that we will have earned will have bumped again this season just gone, and it will be even higher in this upcoming season.
Yeah. Let me play dumb American. What the fuck are you so afraid of? What are you so afraid of? We go up and come back down? What are we so afraid of? Like, we're not going to go out of business. We're always going to be where we are. What are we so afraid of to actually go for it? Because that's not what's the norm. Like, if you're, so do you take what I'm saying on that? Like, what are you so afraid of? I'm not calling it Scott, but like, why not?
Yep.
Why not?
And also, let's just take a little bit of a snapshot. 2 and 3 years ago, we had a cop that no one could go into.
Mm-hmm.
It was run down, out of action. No one was allowed to go in there. We had a team that was stuck in the National League. We had struggling to fill the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
We had the club with no money. Now, fast forward, we have a team in the championship. We're about to build a whole brand new cop.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to have a brand new 5G state-of-the-art football pitch.
Yep.
We are literally turning a profit. We now have a club that is worth a reported, $300 and something million.
Yeah.
Not going too bad.
No. By the way, on that note, what you said, we were in the National League. The local pundit had about 20 subscribers.
Yeah. And look, I can see the local pundit. Look at its growth. It's pretty much in line with Wrexham. In fact, we're probably outperforming Wrexham. I think Josh is doing a better job than James McLean.
Wow. I didn't say it. James, I love you, bro. I'll actually, I could box too. Let's get in. Let's do 3 rounds for charity. I'm in. But there you go. I'm just saying.
Josh, whoa. Let's take that back because it wouldn't go 3 rounds.
It would go 3 rounds. Are you kidding me? I used to box. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. I'm in the gym. Let's go. Ken, let's go.
Let's go. You're going to get him with your reach because what are you, like 6'3"?
6'2", just hard nose, just all solid Italian.
Esteban's nailed it.
I was walking. And Josh show us the TLP financials. Well,
slightly different.
Negative. How do you say? Like,
the TLP is not publicly listed, Paul. Yeah. So he can actually keep that all to himself.
Carol put a goddamn shirt on. Yeah. By the way, just before he goes, every money that we earn goes right back into the show. It's not like we're Mr. fucking Beast at this point. You know what I mean? Not yet.
Haven't seen a cent yet. I will admit it.
Neither have I. Neither is producer Ann. Carol, you're coming in. Let's go. Shirts on. Put your camera down a little bit. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, fam?
How you doing?
I am well. Hanging in there. How are you guys? Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you too.
That looks like a great view. Is that your house or is that is that a background?
No, that's a background.
Oh, bugger. I was really jealous there for a second. This was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not swinging that heavy just yet. I'm not Josh.
Yeah. Okay.
Who is Carol?
You can't be loaded, buddy.
Yeah. Loaded. You can't be loaded of shit. And I'm so full of shit. Carol, what's going on, my friend? Talk to us, Goose. Take on this Tony Pulis thing. Take on the Humphrey Ker thing.
You know what? I am so sorry, guys. Is that better?
Yeah. I mean,
sorry for the audio thing.
Put your camera on a little bit. Put your camera on a little bit, though, so we can see that beautiful face. I want to see the beard. There you go. That's Diddy City right there. Come on. Floor's yours.
I'm growing my beard out. What do you think?
Looks good. Like those hand tats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit, I made it work.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right, so.
Shoot the rehearsal, my friend. What do you got?
Shoot the rehearsal. All right, there we go.
Yeah. We're doing it live. Fuck it.
Oh. We're doing it live. Yeah, so like everybody, I'm just, riding the transfer wave. I'm trying to do a better job of tempering my expectations. Because like last time I got really excited. And even this time I get super excited and then I get let down and I'm like, I'm just going to stop doing that shit to myself. You know what I mean? I feel like Charlie Brown with the football,
Yep.
That's exactly, and I do it to myself every single day. I'm like, this time's going to be different, and then it never is. So I'm just like, we'll see who comes in. I know we have money. I know we have the intention, right? So I'm thinking twist all the way. And we have, Parky's not going to do anything super crazy. We have people who are ambitious, but we also have people who are tempered and measured. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we have the means and the personnel to make the correct decisions, I think. It's just a problem when you see other teams making some really solid decisions around us, and I'm like, shit. Like Birmingham got that guy. I'm stung.
Yeah, but Carol, I think we get. It's funny. We are. I hate this. I don't want to say it this way. We were the underdog. Now we're, we've grown to be, a little bit more of recognition. Mm-hmm. We're still the underdog, and no one thinks we can do things that we can do. Yeah. So I don't know how to explain that. Ken's probably can be a little more vocal on that. What I'm trying to say. Like, basically, what I'm saying is like, fuck you, Ken. We have a mentality of like, we're supposed to be the underdog, but we're not the underdog, but we want to act like the big dog. So it's like, where are we? Who are we? What are we doing? And no one believes that we can do it, even though we can effing do it. I don't know how to explain that, but that's the best way I can do it.
Ken,
I love the fact that you just had a whole conversation with me in your own head then, Josh. Yeah. And without me actually saying a word. I thought that was awesome.
Ken is here to answer for himself. Here you go. Yeah.
We actually do take a long time to secure our transfers historically. So that happens. And unfortunately, we had to give our tips a little while ago, about a week ago, on when we thought the first transfer had happened. And of course, I went super optimistic and went June 9, and that's been and gone, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I know that they're coming. I definitely want to see a minimum of 2 signings coming to the Tour Down Under. Because, ideally 3 or 4, but at least 2, please. And that's 4 weeks and 1 day away. So they would have to be signed in the next 2 weeks, probably, but in 2 weeks' time.
How long is this shut for, by the way? The stupid shut.
Only a week, isn't it? It's only a week. It's only shut for a week,
guys. Is it like 2 or 3 days? Something a week? Something. I don't know what it is, but
6 days. We got 6 days.
6 days, yeah. Esteban says, this community is so beautiful. We've gotten wind of a men's group based in Wrexham, which I'm looking forward to joining. I'll need a bit of support every once in a while.
I thought you were in the States, Esteban. Are you in Wrexham?
He's in LA. He's up north of me, for sure.
Oh, cool.
And Carol,
I'm already planning my trip, you guys. I got a new credit card and everything. I'm earning crazy miles.
Just do it in there. Just do it in there, my friend.
Business class, lie flat seat. It's on.
Yeah. And Chris says, "Well, Carol's a dude.
I'm going to invite everybody."
Yeah, Carol is a dude. Yeah, he's been a dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll tell you another thing. There is no Carol in HR.
No. Which I go. Can you? So let's just have full. Can we go origin story? Why is it Carol in HR? Which we.
I was going to do like Patty McPoyle or something Always Sunny related, and I thought that Carol in HR was funny just because simply, as Charlie says, there is no Carol in HR. And I just thought that was neat, and then I thought it was fun. Then everybody calling me Carol. And it's just kind of stuck. So now, like, if I ever get a jersey, it's going to say Carol. You know what I mean? Like, I've embraced it.
Do you want to reveal your real name or not?
Sure. Everybody?
What's it?
That's why in the Discord, I have it in parentheses, but you can call me whatever you want.
What? So I didn't hear you. Cut out.
Hunter is my name.
Hunter. That's a good name.
Yep. Hunter is my name. In Discord, I have it at the end in parentheses. But you can call me Hunter, Carol, Patty.
And where's home for you? What city?
I'm in Austin, Texas.
Okay. Texas man.
Okay. I need to get down there to go to Kill Tony.
Man, it's nice down here, dude. We got tacos, we got sun.
Yeah, I love it. I fucking love Hunter. There you go, Hunter. Okay. Ken, what do you got lined up for Carol? I mean, we had a couple of things. Anything you want to press on this promotion?
I did just mention we're sort of exactly 4 weeks and 1 day away from our first match in Australia, and there was talk of a match happening prior to them coming. back home. And where that will be, I'm not sure. It's an away game, obviously, because the pitch is still growing as we speak. But the big thing in relation to that for me is I hope Macron has their
Kits
in order, because last year in your Rex Coast tour, kits weren't available. When they come to Australia,
Macron,
I want them to be
because they cost us so much, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of revenue and merch sales last year.
They did.
And I will save myself personally, because I bought all 3 kits. I bought them in 2 goes because I wanted the home kits away, and then I got the away and third kit after that. But I spent easily over $100 in shipping.
Yeah, I bought all 3 kits. I can't even wear them yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you got them. Got them. It's part of the history. Yeah,
they're on the wall.
Yep. John says, John Wersig, we will see a bunch of free signings on July 1 after the current contracts expire. Yeah.
And probably already secured prior to that, John, but just not announced until then.
Yeah.
And Welsh Techie is back in the hot tub. I mean, dude, you're gonna come in. Don't tease everybody. Don't fucking tease everybody. And Wayne says, "Morning, fellas. Hunter was a good TV show in the 1980s."
It
was a good show.
I was a big Equalizer fan too. I love that show.
Yeah, exactly. I like that too. But signings and kit, I think that coincides. You know, right now we are in the dead zone. Right now we are in the dead zone. We're waiting for things to happen. But there's news trickling out. There's flyer footage from like, oh, that's a guy. It might be Wayne. All this stuff, but like Lewis, all these things. I don't know if Carol, you saw the show yesterday with Aaron and I. Just those 2 signings that we could possibly get. Do you like either one of those guys?
So you're talking about Lewis Travis and Ryan Hardy? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, Ryan Hardy and Lewis. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, I think those are 2 of the parky signings we could possibly ever make. For real. Like, I mean, Lewis Travis is, I mean, he's, Macca's attitude and leadership, Matty James' ball skills, Dabo's, kind of tackling and tenacity, like all of that. With championship, the age profiles, are perfect. Ryan Hardy, I mean, winner against Liverpool. What do you want? 10 goals since January last year, double digits, like what, 3-4 years in a row? Come on.
Yep.
And not only that, but like Parky's history of grabbing players that he's targeted in previous windows that we know were legit targets are, there's a history there, like Longman. So I think that, and this is me thinking outside of whatever chatter may or may not be happening with, people spotting people, places, and things like that. I'm just talking about from a sheer, like, this is what Parky's done before. This is what, he looks for. My personal opinion, I think we're going to get this guy. I think we're going to get Lewis Travis too. That's my hope. And I think if we do get those 2, if we get those 2 prior to Australia, and those are our first 2, that's one of the strongest, I think, statements that we could make for the summer.
Well, Carol, to your point, in relation to Ryan Hardy, he's at Plymouth, isn't he?
Yes.
And Plymouth have just signed Jamie Patterson from Coventry. Now, but he's a central midfielder. I know Ryan Hardy's a striker, but and there will be other changes happening at Plymouth. So there will be a change in their formation and their structure.
I mean, where's he going to go? Why would he want to play at Plymouth when he can play here? Why would he want to play at Preston when he can play here? You know what I mean? Like,
Kerry, you're saying what we don't want to say. Why would you want to play there when you can play here? I think that's what, I mean, I actually agree with you. And no one wants to say that. Sorry. No one wants to say that.
I mean, it's different when you're talking about like a Birmingham or when you're talking about like Valencia or even Swansea. I can make a case, if you've been there for a while and you're loaned out, you have a relationship with the fans, you have a home there or whatever. But like Blackburn is like less than an hour away. So like he wouldn't even, like Lewis Travis wouldn't even have to relocate. You know what I mean? And like, come on, man. I can't make the argument unless it's just sheer money, and we can probably beat the money. I don't see an argument that beats that says Plymouth over us for Hardy. If you can think of one, I'm all ears. But I don't see it.
John's saying Derby and for Travis big apparently. What's up, John? John, the link's in the chat. I'm going to pop in. Come on in. But he's saying Derby. But why would you want to go to Derby? The fuck is it?
I think the people who made a point about him about Blackburn being so close, I think is a really excellent point, right? Because relocation is a big deal when you have like families and schools and things like that, and the fact that he could just kind of pop over and have it not be a thing and still be in an exciting project. I think those are pluses for us.
Well, I think you just touched on something too. It's like people forget about that there's actual like families involved.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ken, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm actually just trying to look something up now when you're just mentioning about the location. So I was just quickly having a look at that. But I think, look, we're always going to have the soft spot for absolutely you should be coming to Wrexham. Why wouldn't you? Look at everything we do. Right. Yada, yada, yada. I mean, you bring a Derby fan on or a Blackburn fan on, and they're going to go, hell no, why would you want to go to Wrexham? It's got a population of 170,000 people. There's nothing there. Why wouldn't you want to come and stay in our beautiful city and live here? So that would be the counter argument to that. Whether it's right or wrong, doesn't matter. Yeah. That's the counter argument.
Yeah, for sure. Also, the counter argument of the truth right now is a super chat that like literally makes no sense. Sorry. No.
It's been voted by Steve, and we know Steve is the final decider.
What?
I'm actually liking my hair situation.
Yeah, I think your hair looks pretty good.
Josh, you look like you stuck your hand in the electrical socket.
I might have this one right here.
Hey, Ken, you've missed it. So the big news recently is that Josh dyes his hair. I don't know if you've heard this. So you're caught up.
That's not recent news. He's been doing it for years.
I thought he was just Italian.
Wait up. Look on top and look at the beard.
That's shocking.
Okay, but hold on. Wait, you want what? Let's get right into this. We're gonna do.
I have some peppery gray stuff. I call it Clooney.
Yeah, that's the Clooney hair right there.
Like a verb.
That's a bald spot. Okay.
We're
losing.
More rehearsal writing. Oh my God, that's.
I do not have the cards here. Yeah, but you both would have gotten a yellow card right there because you both went and compared yourself to George Clooney.
Oh, that's fair. No, I didn't. I said Clooney-ing as a verb, but you're right. It is still. I would contested yellow, but I'll concede. That's fair.
But okay, I don't know how to get producer Anna on. She will tell you I do not dye my hair. I do not dye my hair.
I mean, producer Ann being on at any point at all would be like a big scoop.
Yeah, it'd be a huge scoop.
Because nobody thinks she's real.
Right.
So has seen her in movies and such, like Happy Camp, which was on in Behind You. I don't know if it's on again.
Yeah, no, it's the Summer of Bigfoot. So just so you know, I'm doing it. To everyone knows why we're doing it, but I'm doing it because like I own all that, and I'm putting it up there too.
Nice.
Yeah, and
one of my favorite movies, Scott. One of my favorite movies.
Yeah, of course.
In fact, I just watched a YouTube video of a guy playing the musical score last night of The Last of the Mohicans, and it is unbelievable. You just are listening to the music, and I can just see the scene. Mm-hmm. That one of the final scenes where they have the final fight scene. There we go.
There you go. By the way, okay, all this aside, more importantly, sorry, more important.
Watch Dostoevsky.
Care on HR. It's the Summer of Bigfoot. Bigfoot, yes or no? Is he real or not?
Of course he's real.
Okay, there you
go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the simpler answers that I could give. Yeah.
Right. Okay, done. We can just shut the show down right now. We're like 2 for 2, Ken, for everyone coming on the show and saying it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The producer anytime my hair? No, she does not. She does not. But Bigfoot's real. There you go. I like it.
Someone save me. Someone save me.
Someone save me. No. We're not going to save it. I just like that. I just like that. Carol, what else are we missing here? Ken wants kits before he goes to Australia, before they come to Australia. Will that happen?
I think, I think that we've learned our lesson from last year. A lot of disappointed fans. I think we're absolutely going to get a kit announcement, and I think we are going to. They're going to make absolutely sure that we have merch to bring down there to sell. I think that just the fallout from them not doing it from a business perspective is just crazy.
Got my credit card on my phone. I'm ready to spend some money.
I got that fancy new miles, man. That I get like double miles, and if I spend a certain amount in 3 months, I get 75,000 free miles.
Is that Chase? You know Chase?
No, man, it's I don't know if we should. Yeah, plug for Capital One. It's Capital One Venture.
What's he say?
Capital One. If you want to give me some free miles, Capital One Venture.
I like Capital One Venture. There you go.
The local pundit, proudly sponsored by Capital One. Expecting the sponsorship dollars soon.
Hey kid, show him the dog. What's in your wallet, Pop?
What's in your wallet? Oh, I love it. No, can I say I don't think there's going to be a kit release before you go.
I'm curious because Ryan tipped his hat and was like, the new kit, man. One of them is this. So
yeah, just kiss.
Okay,
yeah.
So this well let's go kit rumors.
And you are 3 weeks away from disappointment.
I'm so stoked. I got so many friends, not so many friends, but I have some really, really like old, really solid friends in Australia, and I've never been, and I've got to fix that. So, once I tick Wrexham off, I'm going to make that a ritual, but I'll get over there, man.
Yeah. So, okay. So last year we had red, gold, black. Now, Mad Al, I'm going to say no to that. I actually was thinking about that this morning, my time. I think we have much bigger sponsors than Wrexham Lager as our front of shirt sponsor.
We had United.
We just had United, right?
Yeah,
like United's a way bigger sponsor than Wrexham Lager.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's like a top of the shoulder, sponsor. Yeah, so that's
they get way like Rob and Ryan get way more value out of the club by getting other big sponsors. They can still advertise Wrexham Lager all on the field, on the banners, get it in welcome.
I think
way better exposure.
One thing that people forget is the part of that sponsorship deal, and the money for those deals is going to be higher than other clubs because the money that they pay, that those sponsors will pay simply to be on the documentary is way more than they would ever pay to be on the kit. Because it reaches so many more people, like Gatorade being all over the changing room and stuff, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Yeah, but Matt also the short sponsor of TST. Yeah, the short, not the the Superman sponsor.
And the TST is a minor tournament.
Yeah, it's not a tournament. It's a weekend. I could have played in it. I would have scored 9 goals.
Players, and it's on YouTube here in Australia. Like Carol just said. And I'll use the analogy of gridiron for American viewers. And Carol just mentioned Gatorade. So if you're in the Super Bowl and they pay X million dollars for one spot at the Super Bowl.
30-second ad.
Yep. And the game goes for, 3 hours?
Yep.
And Gatorade is plastered all over the sideline for the whole match.
Yeah.
Exactly. By the way, Gaz has reposted it at the stream. Gaz, why don't you come in and say hi, man? Go back to back to back. Come back to back to back and say hi. It's summertime loving. Summer loving. Having a blast.
Okay. So I've got a little bit off tangent there. Red, black, gold.
Go ahead.
This season, what are we going to get for our 3 kits next season? Let's go for a rumor. I still think we're going to have a red kit. They've gone for that whole embossed look, like with the dragon in it, and then the diamond in the black and whatever.
I'm going to say that we're going to have that the red kit is going to incorporate black.
Okay.
Right. I think that we will have a black and white kit. Probably the maybe the third. And I think I think we're going to go white with some sort of kind of dressy, you know what I think the red might be though, or one of them, since the Raspberry Ripple did so well, they might have used that as inspiration, and wouldn't that be hot?
I think we're gonna have
like an update on the Ripple.
Yeah. I think we're going to have a Philly green kit.
That's a really good shout, man, because we did have a Wrexham Lager Blue. That powder blue was tasty.
Yeah.
And then we had the kind of, we might.
Philly green.
Josh, I agree with you on the green, but I'm with Welsh Techie and Chris Phillips. It's going to be Welsh green.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I would actually love to see a yellow, like a proper yellow. I think that's a striking color.
I was
like
thinking
Nashville yellow.
Yeah, that might make sense too. Gaz says, "Hey guys, hey, what up? We're here. Come and say hi on the YouTube." And Techie's in the hot tub, red, yellow, and green. I think it'll be a green kit. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, Rob and Ryan, get these kits done because I'll buy 3 of them in Melbourne straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the coolest kits that I've ever seen was the Welsh inspired kit when we went to Wembley, like that year, the third. That was just the white with like the red and green and white.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Good shout.
So I like kind of understated stuff like that, but I think that they're going to go bold because I think everything about us this year is going to say we're going for it. You know.
Adam Cruz, sorry, Ken. 1 second. Sorry, Ken. Adam Cruz says red traditional, Welsh themed away. I don't know what that means. And crazy third laugh out loud. So sorry, Ken. Go ahead.
I like them going for a bit of an out there design on the third kit, really pushing the boundaries of what people have seen as traditional kits.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. Like some of the retro kits are just unbelievable. Just so good.
Yeah.
And but I guess that is part of, and the reason we think they're so unbelievable, I think, is because everybody likes to think it was way better in my day. Whenever that was for you, whether it was
black and white, you can't see color in black and white when you play it, Ken.
Well, and I used to listen to it and get the telegram.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not that old, Josh. Jesus Christ. I'd like to see hoops on a kit. That'd be nice.
Hoops are nice too.
The red and black hooped kit was pretty cool.
Yeah. Techie says the women wore it first. Yes, they did. And I actually like the women's shorts better. I saw them in person at UCLA with the white, and they have the red piping, and then with the gator on it, and it looks really hot. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
I don't have the scrolling. Esteban, you're asking me to touch buttons? What the Esteban? I can't. You
can shut the whole show down, Esteban.
Yeah.
Esteban, that is a lot to ask of me.
You see this? I keep it now.
Yeah. Love it. I love it. So Ken, give us an update on the tour plans of what you're doing for the local pundit. And
so for everybody right now, Josh, it is 10:15 in the morning here in Australia. So whatever time that is, what time is it for you now, Josh?
Awesome time. 5:15.
5:15. So I think what we're going to try and do, we've got some great Aussie followers here. One of them owns a restaurant there in Melbourne. We're going to organize a show, have a bit of a chat. And what I want to do, my goal here is to actually have it streamed so you guys can all log in and watch and see the chat. And we're going to do it at an appropriate time of day so that we can get you guys in a good time slot. I'm going to focus on nothing against any of our UK fans. I am going to focus on a time zone that suits the Americans. If the UK is awake, they can watch it, but if they're not, they can replay it back. So we're definitely going to do a pre-game show. Mm-hmm. We're definitely going to do some footage outside the stadium, and I'll do some pre-game. I'll do a quick pre-game inside the stadium video so people can see where we're at before the game starts, because we obviously won't be able to show it. We won't be able to show the game.
So in the bar that you're trying to do, and you can mention it whatever you want or don't, whatever, if they approve it, there will be a build-up show, like a meet and greet, a meet and greet, right?
100%. I want and everybody will be invited. That's here. Absolutely, and then I'm going to keep a little bit of other stuff, a little bit secret squirrel yet, a little bit early to announce, but I am trying to line up some pretty special stuff. So we'll see how we go.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
And then in Sydney for the second game, there is a Wrexham-themed bar.
Oh, yeah. That's one of our.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's tiny, but we are going to go to that to show people that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a video in there. I'm sure the owner will be. I haven't reached out to that owner yet, but I'm sure they'll be happy for us to promote their bar.
Don't get us in trouble, Ken. And Scott says, question for Ken. Do you know Mike who was on Rousey's show?
No, I haven't seen Rousey's roundup show with Mike. I don't know which Mike you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I can say no is my short answer to that.
Carol, did you watch it yet? I did.
I haven't watched it yet. No.
I know Rousey's coming to Sydney.
Yep.
So I'll definitely.
That's going to be a hell of a thing when you guys all get together.
Well, I know that Hip Karma's coming to both games, and she's very excited. She can't wait. I know that I think if you had to pick the loose guy in the hangover, that's definitely Rousey.
So apparently Mike owns the bar you were just talking about. Why would he not?
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Well, good, Bad Al. Well, I'll definitely be making sure that we organise something there because just to promote it, because obviously anybody then that goes to Sydney that has any affiliation with Wrexham is going to go check it out. And I love to promote small business, So guys out there giving it a go. So that's fantastic. And the same with Sanjay who's in the chat and in the Discord. He owns the restaurant in Melbourne, and I know exactly where it is. And it's about a 200-meter walk from where I'm staying.
Man, you guys are going to wind up getting drunk with the players, dude. I can see it already, dude.
I don't drink, Carol. I don't drink any more.
I don't either. I'm 13 years sober.
And I don't drink any more or any less than I used to.
Wow. By the way, Carol, congrats on 13 years sober.
Yeah, good on you.
Good on you, brother.
Good on you.
Well done. Barton says, I'd like to see the face of the Dragon. From Game of Thrones on a kit. Says Steve Barton in a $5 super chat.
I did like the scales this year. I liked them more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
The scales on the red kit are good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that too. I watched too many podcasts. It's Matt Al and Glenda Burst said Mike Roberts. I think I don't know. Maybe I'm the next one too.
I'll reach out to Mike. I'm 4 weeks out, so probably next week's when I'll start making a couple of calls. Well, I will call. I'll call Mike. Call his bar in Sydney and tee that up. I'm literally staying less than half a mile from where his bar is.
Great.
I'm staying pretty much on Sydney Harbour.
That's stumble-worthy, right? That's stumble-worthy, right?
Yeah. I can crawl that far, Josh.
Yeah. I don't know if Wolf of Wall Street when when it kicks in and he's like
out of the land at the country club.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite.
Ballsy face.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good. All right, great. Carol, what are we missing over the summer? Anything that you've been seeing?
I was just thinking maybe it might be fun to just do like a quick, like we know we talked to a couple players. Are there? I think it might be nice to just do like a quick. Are there any kind of players that you'd really like to see us get, or maybe see us get quick? We could talk about Harry Darling, and is that one we just write off? Did he just McAtee hustle us? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I want Cameron Burgess, who's a centre back.
You want Cam Burgess. I want that Maxim Talaverov kid from Plymouth, the former Blackburn. That kid's a maniac, man. He's like 6'5". He celebrates tackles like they're goals. He's just a nutcase, man. He lives in center defense. He heads everything.
Yeah. That's something you do.
He's like 25.
I like it. Gaz is saying to you, sorry, Carol. Gaz is saying to you, Ken, there's a friend that's going over, is going to miss the game. Her name is Lynette. Gaz, have her connect with Ken over there.
With me.
With Ken.
Catch up in the Discord. When's she coming? We'll definitely make sure that we get her in contact, depending on which city she's going to, because we are a very big country. It's a long way from, like, I am roughly 1,600 miles from Melbourne.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, awesome. Do make sure you do that, Gaz. And then Carol, all of that stuff what you just saying right there in regards to players. Patty and Aaron are trying to put things in place. We can do those things for some of the shows in the next few
The
weeks.
transfer shows are great.
Yeah. So
Get
we'll
get on the Discord. There's a transfer channel now. There's more transfer shows coming.
Oh, I basically live in that thing, man.
Well, tomorrow, Josh, talking about shows.
Oh, yeah. I got to get the show up for you guys. What's going on tomorrow?
First ever members only show. So if you're not a member yet, get your membership. If you haven't liked and subscribed to this show, go do that. But first ever members only show. We're starting to preview all the teams and clubs that we're playing next year. We're doing 3 teams a week. So each Josh as upper management just runs the show, and he's delegated all the work to Paddy, Aaron, and myself.
Yep.
It's a hard work. Will do.
You got a hard work. I have a stapler, and it's red, and I'm just gonna staple. Yeah,
haven't received my paycheck this week.
Yeah, exactly.
So we will be starting, and we're starting with the 2 other promoted teams, which are Birmingham and Charlton, as well as the team that finished last in the championship that didn't get demoted last season.
What time is it? I don't even know what time that is. Carol, this is how I paid attention so much that I need to be told what's going on, just so you know.
Yes.
Yep. It's true.
Approximate
time for tomorrow. There you go. Approximate time for tomorrow.
Approximate time tomorrow would be about roughly 2.5 hours before now.
So that's 3 o'clock. That's 3 o'clock.
Oh, and the other team obviously was Hull City, who I think, even though they didn't go down this year, next year, in my opinion, there's my early.
Yeah.
Preston's not looking too good either, guys.
Yeah.
Well, John, actually, I've got to check. John's saying he'll be fact-checking whoever is doing the review on Birmingham. John, don't ever let the truth get in the way of a good story. That's the first thing I will say.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, I'm just quickly going to go back to our private chat to find out. We'll give the one teaser on who's doing who, because each of us is responsible. And I know I'm not Birmingham, so I've just got to go back through our private chat about 70,000 messages to find out.
Oh, God. There's 2 things I want to bring up before you do that. Steve Barton says,
well, I'll look for this.
Yeah. Ken, does your toilet water go down counterclockwise? $5 super chat for that. I love you.
Well, the truth is, the toilet water in our toilets doesn't sit like America. Yours sits really high. Ours sits really low. And it does go counterclockwise. You're right.
There you go. Sean Deasy has a stapler, and it'll be about 3 o'clock. Leap and Sarah PST. I lined it up too. And Esteban says tomorrow will be a steep. Shit. Oh, God. Well, it's going to be a member show. That actually made me laugh a lot.
It is a members only show. And
Carol, you're a member, right, Carol?
Of what?
You're a member, correct?
Local pundit.
Yeah.
Yep. And as of yesterday, I am a Gold Dragon member of Wrexham AFC. I don't know. I've heard people talk some smack on that. That's not really worth it. But I mean, to me, it allows me the opportunity, the prospect of actually being in a situation where I'll need to buy a ticket is very, very exciting to me. So that's what I'm looking forward to, is actually just getting to see the ground, walking out, and just being there, experiencing the magic, and hopefully getting to do that with some of the people in this group. That would make it truly special for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know what, it's I say this, and I don't mean it this way. It's not about the money. It's about the experience and the memories.
For sure. I mean, I'm already saving up, and I don't know. It's going to be magical. I am a crier, so you guys are going to see me cry a lot if you're over there. But yeah,
I love it. That's fantastic, man. I love it, dude. Chris says, like the video, people. All right, Ken, you got anything else? Carol, got anything else? Or are we gonna let us go and go ahead?
I think it's a good, solid chat.
Yeah, but Carol, don't fucking leave yet, because you're the guy.
I'm not.
No, you're gonna have to get us out of here.
Well,
Ken?
yeah.
Well,
I'm still looking for who was doing which show, which team, because I've got it here and I've already started mine, but I just can't remember whether it was Paddy, or Aaron that was doing Birmingham. But it's one. Okay, well, there you go. It's one of those two that's doing Birmingham for you, John. So if they get it wrong, it's on them. And to be fair, I mean, Birmingham.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Anyway, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for coming in. Please smash the like on the video. We just hit 2,300 subscribers on the local pundit. What a fantastic community. Love you all.
2001 by the end of the season, baby.
Come on, right? Carol's got it in there too. Awesome. Ken, keep an eye on that. What he's planning on doing for the tour. Anything breaks, you know we're here live at the local pundit. That's what we do. We're here to have fun, enjoy, entertain, and talk football. But I'm going to do this because it knows how it goes down.
Oh. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next time.
And on that bombshell.
Okay.